Hi there, mate. Steve here. Yeah, I thought I'd just go on a little walk with you, mate. Yeah, one of our dual subscribers, so to speak, came onto my channel and mentioned about your video Embarrassment, and asked me if I was the guitar player from on stage. I said to him, mate, you know, I'd never make jokes about ginger nuts because I am one. And yeah, you know, I don't really care too much about being red-haired. But one thing's sure, you know, I have noticed that it has helped to turn me into the person I am now. I've got an allergy to authority and can't stand a lot of things. Yeah, you know, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. You know, they would never talk about black balls or blonde balls. You know, they just find something to pick on. And no wonder we're like we are. I mean, look at the Hollywood films. Have you noticed? The gingerhead guy's never, he's never the baddie or the goodie or the hero or anything. He's always the fool. You know, even on Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, although he's my favourite character probably, but he's kind of the divvy. And so, but in real life, well, I don't know, I always hated all of the other gingerhead kids as well, because I always thought they were just, you know, pussies really. Yeah, I just let my hair grow. I said, you know, like, fuck you all. If you don't like my hair, then I'm going to just let it go. Yeah, embarrassment, mate. That's why I made this video response, because what embarrassment is probably my killer thing, really. To the point where, you know, I used to go like rock climbing on the Peak District and stuff. And I'd go out and I'd be soloing away, and I'd always find a private place to go. Because I thought to myself, if I ever fall off and splat on the floor, that would be the most embarrassing thing ever. And I would hate to see somebody splat on the floor, so that's like, you know, the last thing I'd want. That's hideous, isn't it, really? I've had loads of embarrassment situations. Just too many to list off, you know. Just one that comes to mind is like I was in school. Like the first school, you know, I'm born in the 70s, well, born in 1970, so I'm about the same age as you. Same kind of British influences, I guess. You know, I was at the school, and you know, I remember contemplating infinity at the age of about 3. And so I wasn't like the other kids. I was kind of like an old man already. And I didn't get what they were playing, but they invited me over to play near these bushes where you weren't really supposed to play. And they was like playing in what they called the kitchen, and I just couldn't see it. You know that film Hook, you know, Peter Pan and that, and where Peter Pan goes back to Neverland, and he's a boring adult and that, and all the kids sit down to mealtime and the plates are empty and they're all pretending to eat and all enjoying this imaginary food. And Peter Pan just can't see it, he just can't understand it yet. And then suddenly he finds the child inside of him, and suddenly all the food comes to life. Well, it was a similar kind of situation for me. You know, I was like with the kids playing, and suddenly I said, look, there's a pipe in the tree and there's water coming out. And then I was pretending to drink this water that was imaginary. I just found my imagination. And then I just turned around, and there was a teacher scorning at me and all the other kids looking at me. And she was like, you know, you're not allowed to play there. And I just felt so embarrassed that all these kids had just been watching me pretend to drink water out of this stupid fucking tree. I should have never imagined it. I should have never joined their game in the first place. You know. Yeah, I mean, embarrassment's kind of a universal thing, isn't it? It's not about your hair colour or, you know, I think everybody's got some imperfection about themselves that they think is absolute paramount to their own embarrassment. And then other people don't even notice it, you know, or don't care. You know, the uglier you are, the more beautiful other people feel. And the most beautiful women in the world must love everybody. But I mean, they're like subject to the highest amount of embarrassment, I guess. People in high places, authority, and that. So maybe we've got some ammo. I don't know. I'm not out to like embarrass people. That's the last thing I'd want to do. I like balance. I like keeping the balance. You know, if someone embarrasses me, then whatever. If they can have a laugh, I don't know. But yeah, this is my first little, probably my first ever YouTube video response, because I don't really know how to do it. They keep changing their old system so much. Anyway, mate, have a good time and that. See you later.